Hey everybody, and welcome back to you watching me do stuff. Today we're talking about this pedal, the TC Electronics Dark Matter. Four knobs and a switch. Distortion and overdrive when it comes to pedal steel gets to be kind of a tricky beast for two reasons. One, a lot of your classic rock guitar sounds were pushed by an amp that was probably close to exploding. Very, very overdriven, very pushed amp. And coming from the amp itself. And the pedal steel, you tend to have like a very clean sound, at least I'd say 80% of the time. Somebody like Robert Randolph, some of the Sacred Steelers, they'll keep a pretty overdriven hot sound. But yeah, most of like the country and folk, like a lot of what you hear pedal steel doing, very clean sound, and so you have to kind of get that the 20% of the time that you're playing overdriven, you have to sort of do that with pedals. Separate amp if you like hauling stuff around. Point two is that a lot of overdrive happens in sort of the mid-range, and pedal steel, again, 80% of the time, this clean sound. You're sort of doing like a scooped, very bassy, basses and the trebles are pushed, not so much your mid-range. And so I like the Dark Matter Distortion because it comes with a bass and treble control, so I can kind of help dial that in respect to my clean sound. It's also got a gain, a level, and a voice. I'll be honest, I, and apparently several other people on the internet, bought into some advertising tropes, and I saw a Dark Matter Distortion and thought, okay, this is going to be like a very bassy, high gain, sort of like new metal, thrash metal type of distortion, and it's not at all that. It's actually a much looser, I'd say grainier. So here we are. Here's our clean sound. Let me turn that up a little. Why not? Emmons Steel through Fender Super Champ set on the twin reverb setting. It's good for pedal steel. Let's click this bad boy on. Everything, I'm setting everything at noon. That's bass, treble, gain, and level. There's some dirt for you. I think at noon, level is pretty much what they call unity gain, so it's not louder, not quieter. I might want to push the treble down a bit, bass up a little. Let's tuck the level down, gain up. Not bad. I really like it on for single notes. It's heading to the sacred Dumble sound. In my humble opinion, who all have played a Dumble to truly compare this to. But it's a higher gain without being super compressed, as I think what happens with a lot of pedals like the big muffs. Which, if you're doing a lot of volume pedal work, i.e., playing pedal steel or lap steel, then I don't really want a super compressed sound. Like, I want to hear those changes in volumes. So let's play a little more. So kind of crazy on your six or some extended chords, but I like that you can actually still hear a good chord quality when it's majors or minors. A lot of some overdrives, you don't really hear that. Ironically, if this was the distortion pedal that I thought it was when I got it, you probably would not hear that very clearly. It would just be sort of a buzz once the so your overdrive basically pushes content for the harmonic series because science. Anyway, back to this. Voice switch. I'll be real honest. I don't really hear any difference between one setting or the other. This may be dealing with like low end, how the low end responds. So like if I was playing a baritone or like really chucking out some low power chords, maybe I would hear that then. But me, I'm sort of just setting the voice knob depending on how I feel that day. What looks cuter. So let's do something silly. Let's play Autumn Leaves. Sorry, I forgot how to play Autumn Leaves. Never mind. So that's it for this week. Tune in next week where you will watch me do something different.